Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this deck guide video, I'm going to take a look at what I currently believe is the best budget deck in the game, and that would be Elemental Shaman. This late United in Stormwind meta before the miniset is a tough time to play budget decks really. Almost all the edges that budget decks were able to have in the early meta, like for example the cards that I pioneered in Aggro Druid, they have all been adopted to the mainstream versions of those decks. So there's just no edges to be gained when you're playing budget decks anymore, and that's obviously pretty bad. Furthermore, there are tons of quest decks in the meta, and quests are legendary cards, so you don't play those decks when you're playing on a budget, so yeah, budget options are quite limited. And to an extent that also applies to Elemental Shaman. The budget Elemental Shaman doesn't do anything really special, but the fact that Elemental Shaman doesn't rely on any expensive cards to begin with means that budget Elemental Shaman loses hardly any performance compared to regular Elemental Shaman. All the new cards from United in Stormwind, Granite Forgeborn, Canal Slugger, Auction House Cavil, commons and rares, so they can be used in the budget version as well. Elemental Shaman is a fun little mid-range deck. You try to get some elementals rolling, then Granite Forgeborn discounting those elementals, and then you're just gaining so much tempo because you're playing cards a little bit cheaper than your opponent. And you can build a fairly powerful board and then win the game through that. The key card draw tool in Elemental Shaman is Primal Dungeoneer, Battlecry draw spell if it's a nature spell, also draw an elemental. There are only 2 spells in the deck, or 4 spells, 2 copies of each. Serpent Shrine Portal and Lightning Bolt, both of those are nature spells, so whenever you draw a spell, you also draw an elemental. You really can't cut any more spells, you kind of need 4 spells to support 2 Primal Dungeoneers in the deck. The difference between this budget version and the full cost list is that this is running Earth Elementals, whereas the full cost list would be running Lilybed Lurkers. They are strong in different matchups, which also makes this budget deck a little bit more attractive than most other budget decks, because like Earth Elemental is really good against Hunters, for example, whereas Lilybed Lurker is not so great in that matchup. Then again, if you are up against something like a big warrior, yeah, you would rather have a Lilybed Lurker on your side. Optionally, you can also add Instructor Fireheart into this deck, cut a menacing Nimbus for it, but in the current meta Fireheart's performance is not quite as good as it was early in United in Stormwind, so you simply don't need any expensive cards. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're always trying to get your elementals on the board. Kindling Elemental, Veiling Vapor, Cageman's Custodian, Granite Forgeborn, those are excellent cards to keep. And if you have some of that early game, you can sometimes consider keeping some of your 3-drop elementals, sometimes even a Gaiwan, but more commonly an Arid Stormer, so that you can for example go Kindling Elemental on 1 into Arid Stormer on 2. And now, let's go take a look at budget Elemental Shaman in action. It's not terrible against Hunter in particular, but it will still mulligan it away. So it comes a little late. I had this Kindling into Stormer plan in mind. Kill some of the Hunters early game. Although it could be a Quest Hunter. You never know. We got the X10 multiplier, so these are like regular Legend games. We were at around 2000 on NA. And 2000 on NA is like 4000 on EU or something. Maybe 5000. If you think about the quality of the games. There is the option to wait until 3 to play the Forgeborn, but it's unlikely that we will have an opportunity. Hunter kept 3 cards. Well, it's not a Quest Hunter, because Quest Hunter will just play the quest and roll on. So this is a Face Hunter. I don't want to overload, so like... Oof. Could I really just play the Forgeborn on 3? Oh, the Stormer now, then the Custodian, then the Forgeborn on 4. What is the Hunter waiting for? Maybe we'll play the Stormer. I mean, it's going to start hitting them in the face too. I will have so low tempo if I wait until 3 to play the Forgeborn. Obviously 4 would be great with the Stormer and the Custodian, but I think this level of tempo is better. Okay, it's the Volpetinger buff deck. Alright. I see what you did there. I'll kill off that one and push. Alright. Volpetinger Spear coming. Or maybe that. But a couple of 1/1s. Ah, Poisonous. Poisonous is useful. 3 1/1s, one of them poisonous. Not bad. I do have to kill the pack runner. I just can't leave the pack runner up.
Elements guide me.
I'll have to whack on it. This gives them time to get their Wolftingers going. This could get tough. Time to get the Forgeborn out there. Suppose I must. I have to kill the Wolpetingers. I can't leave them with Wolpetingers up here. I have to kill those. But that Wolpetinger was created by selective breeders, so there's still more Wolpetingers coming. Not to mention the Dire Frenzies and stuff. Okay. It's not too bad yet. Next one is Gavel and Slugger, I guess. I want to clear the whole board. But leave them with a minion and they can buff it. Gavel kills this one. Discounts the Dungeoneer now guaranteed. This one kills Kodo Bane. I want to kill the 1/1. I mean, it kind of protects the Canal Slugger. On the other hand, they have a lot of spells there and stuff. Does it even really protect it? Maybe it does protect it. I will kill every minion here. I have the Primal Dungeoneer for refill coming. So that's an upside. Hunter has 8 cards in hand. They have the resources. There's also stuff like Devouring Swarms in that deck and stuff like that. Okay, that draws a Wolpetinger. So that's some 3/3 Wolpetinger. Oh, Zigzor. Zigzor is even scarier, isn't it? They had the Wound Prey. Because Zigzor Prime from a Discover effect or something. That's the Devouring Swarm. Yeah, it does look bad.
Elements guide me.
Kill that discounted Dungeoneer. Dungeoneer out there. Yes, this allowed me to get the Nimbus out there. Alongside the Earth Elemental. But Zigzor Prime could come next turn. Yikes. Hi, Rob. Yeah, I climbed to top 2000 on EU, which should be easily enough for the X11 multiplier. So I'm not playing there more on this season. I think I don't have enough damage here. They picked Zigzor Prime, of course. So next turn, Zigzor Prime is coming. They have these other minions here too. 11. I don't have enough damage. I'm afraid I just don't have enough damage now. Zigzor Prime will come, and I don't have enough damage to kill off the Hunter. Hunter will win. Small upside when I don't trade anything is that they have to trade one of the 1/1s here first and kind of waste some Zigzor Prime charges or something. Or maybe not. Zigzor Prime. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Looks like a loss. Well, there's one Serpentine portal left. Okay, that was nice. Killing the 6 Primes here. I have to leave this one upright. Yeah. Just hit face. Hope that I can roll a 3-drop that would have more than 2 health. But I couldn't, so... Nope, I still can't do it. I just don't have the damage. Alakir. Would Alakir still do it, actually? Oh, that's just 9. Even Alakir will not do it. Alakir is 1 off. But if I draw Whack-a-Mole Hammer and Alakir on 2 consecutive turns, that could be enough. Because they don't have lethal next turn yet. Well, it's gonna be a very... If I rolled something that wasn't 2 health minion, that would have also given me a better chance.
Oh, you built this for me?
Now I suppose I will not have a chance here. I don't think there's a way for me to get 7 damage. I probably don't have 2 turns. I think I only have 1. Can I have 2 turns? 12 plus 7. 19. No. 20-ish damage there. So no, I don't have 2 turns. As long as they... Then 16. And that's Alakir. Oh man, I have to play it. Okay. There are actually. Now there's Gaia Worm, Whack-a-Mole Hammer, and Fire Element. There are 5 outs. It's a 50-50 game. It's a coin flip. 50% to win this.
Sitting around. Move it.
50%. And... what is it going to be? It was actually above 50% because I also had the Cage Match Custodian. Ha 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 ha! Whee! Fine. Let's roll. We did it, yeah. It's just total nonsense, isn't it? It is indeed. Miracle?
Oh, you built this for me?
It's a miracle droid. Okay. Well, we're coining the Forge board next turn. That's for sure. That's what Brian Boitano would do. Stone. Celestial Druid. Yeah, it is. It is indeed. One card kept there, that's gotta be an overgrowth, right? Play the Dungeoneer, maybe? I would need to be fast. I think I just have to overload myself in this position. Like, now if you play Overgrowth, you're taking 11 from the board. Are you sure you can survive that? Because I wouldn't be so certain. We're about to find out. Means I can't Earth Elemental next turn, of course, but... okay. But I can totally Whack-a-Mole. Now we're Whack-a-Moling here. The druid down to 9. Lethal threat on the board. And he. Elements guide me. And boom. I think this looks promising. Hey, lightning bolt. I just threw you in the deck. Why are you here? Need to draw 1 or 2 cost elemental for next turn. Ideally. Well, there's always hero power. This is not a quest warrior, by the way. This is actually going to be a rush warrior. Oh my goodness. And I really wouldn't want to lightning bolt next turn because I want to get this Forgeborn out there. We hope for no big minion. No big rush minion. What is this warrior? Is that like a... Is that like a regular control warrior? That's crazy. It's actually going to be just a regular control warrior. That one getting the kills is sweet. And there's not much I can do about it. I need to get this Forgebone here. Alright, let's see if we can push enough. Ah, the Absalma. You have a better Hearthstone day than me. Fairly likely. Oh, it's a big warrior. Now I get it. I can take 3 overload. We'll still be able to play Marshborn next turn. Thing is just that Control Warrior can kill an individual big minion. They could have another Bladestorm. They have Barrow Clears. They have a lot of good stuff. That's not the good stuff, but they still have enough mana to play Bladestorm if they have it in hand. And I don't have the Lilipad Lurkers because this is a budget version. The full cost list, it can just Lilipad their stuff. But the budget list cannot. Vivid Spores is sweet if I can get to that. I don't know if I can. Okay, they traded away 1 Provoke. Do they have the Grunt and Provoke here?
Please, go pick on someone your own size.
Can't help the Grunt, but what I can do is push and push some more and push a bit more. And Vivid Spores. Do I want to do Lightning Bolt this turn? To worry down to 12. And also do it next turn with Alak here, potentially. They could have the 7 mana spell next. I think I want to do Lightning Bolt to face here too. Hi Barrett. Yeah, this is the budget server. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen now. If they have this and Commencement, this can get really ugly. Ooh, Commencement failing. Do they have Scarpiad Colossi in the deck? That is not a Scarpiad Colossus. Agat obviously cannot attack now. What are you doing? What you are doing is wrong. Whee! Good random stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's Hearthstone. What can you do? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.